With your market update, I'm Chris Story. Brought to you today by Story Real Estate at ilovehomeralaska.com. Since 2002, we love what we do for you. The Homer market is comprised of about 4 different sections of MLS. You've got the Homer area, Kachemak City to Fritz Creek, McNeil Canyon East, Diamond Ridge, and Skyline. So when you hear somebody talking about the Homer market, that's what we mean. So it's all 4 of those MLS codes combined into one term. So I'm going to share with you what's been happening over the last 10 years in that market. And then we're going to talk about what's been happening year over year last to this year so far on this 16th day of May, 2023. So we'll reflect on both of them. But let's move backwards in time to 2013. Homer, Alaska. If you and I could get into our Wayback Machine, we'd be looking at an average sale price of a home at $215,000. Now that home would on average sit on the market for 140 days, and about 97 homes would sell that year in 2013. All right, that's the Homer market. Now, as you fast forward, we'll just skip all the way to the end of 2022. That average price has moved up to $474,000, and it would have sat on the market for roughly 33 days, 100 days less. And instead of 97 homes selling last year in 2022, 147 homes sold. That's a big difference. You can measure and analyze any market in a 10-year period of time, and you can kind of see where you're going to go forward from there. Let's look at where we are today versus where we were this time last year. Again, this is the Homer market, McNeil and East, Diamond Ridge, Skyline, Homer, Kachemak City, Fritz Creek. So a couple of things to note first off that I'm watching. When I analyze the market for our clients and for our team members, I'm looking at how many homes are listed now versus this time last year. Same thing with number of under contract. We call it pending. How many homes are pending today versus last year? And then how many have actually closed? The other thing we have control over on this study is, do we want to know about median price or not? We do. We look at average. Okay, that's a blend of everything. And then we look at median home sale price as well, because it tells us where that benchmark is. As many sold above that mark as below. It gives you a real indicator of what's coming and where we're headed. So let's take a closer look at how many active listings we have today by May 16th, 2023 versus the same day in 22. Now, last year we had 102 active homes on the market. This year, virtually unchanged at 95. That's less than 10% swing. That's not unusual and really doesn't indicate anything. New listings, there were 76 by this time last year, 56 this year. That's down 26%. Number of homes under contract or pended, exactly the same. 52 last year, 52 this year. Number of sold transactions, here where we start to see a little change. 42 homes that actually closed by May 16th last year. May 16th, 2023, 33 homes. It's down by 21%. The sold volume is down by 17%. Was 17.5 million closed in volume last year by May 16th. This year, 14.5. It's a difference. That's worth noting. Average sale price last year at this time was $415. This year, $440. More expensive homes are selling, and that's borne out in our median. Last year, the median by this time was $355,000. This year, in 2023, by May 16th, the median home sale price is up 32% at $468,000. $468,000. Another thing we want to monitor pretty closely is the percent to list to sold ratio. Like it listed at X price, sold at what price? Last year, this time, it was 100%. 100% list to sell. It was going to sell for the list price. And a lot of times a little bit over. Okay, this year we're down 2%. In other words, for years we've monitored this, and we would see anywhere from a 3 to 5% list to sell ratio. In other words, you could expect a 3 to 5% discount. Kind of it was baked in. There was maybe a little bit of wiggle room there on average. That's never specific to one property, but on average. Well, now we're at 2% last year, 0. And in fact, as I said, there were often bidding wars that were driving prices up. That is still happening. There was a recent struggle for a waterfront property, and it is in the process of going, I should say, considerably over asking price. And that speaks to the rarity in the market. Supply and demand forces still at work. So if you want to know very specifically what your property is doing, you can reach out to any one of our team members here at Story Real Estate through our website, ilovehomeralaska.com. All our contact information is there. And it's often said, no obligation, free market analysis. We mean it. Literally no obligation, absolutely free. We're here to help. It's part of our service that we offer you, absolutely free of charge. And we would love to tell you specifically what we think your property would look like in the marketplace today using these stats and these specific numbers to your house. It's been said that when somebody asks a realtor, how's the market? Really what we want to know is, how is my market? What's my home doing? What's my property doing? And that's a big part of what we do for you here at Story Real Estate. Stay tuned. Thank you for subscribing to our newsletter. If somebody shared this with you and you haven't, you should also subscribe. Stay on top of all this information in our ever-changing world. For all of us here at Story Real Estate, I'm Chris Story, reminding you, you really can make $1 million in your own backyard. See you next time.